Back to Purrfect Day, ladies and gentlemen. This once more a man Bob Live, Doc Wild Card. Apparently, Chris Jericho is going to arrive soon. Fans of wrestling will get that. Actually, maybe it might not if you weren't around back then, because that was from a 2 decades back now. I think it was, because it was 2006 that happened, wasn't it? When he was returning to the WWE, there were these messages, cryptic messages that said "Save us 222," and then they would have like all kinds of various codes and such. Yeah, that was the way that happened. Yeah, that's what it was. It's not quite 222, not quite 20 years yet. I've been 2008. Anyway, but in the previous chapter, Sarah, the lady helping this, because I'm going to do it through this time I know, is she helped straighten out Floofy. I apologize for the way this is recorded, ladies and gentlemen. The first recording, as you can hear, hadn't worked properly, so I'm trying to re-record over, and so I hope that it works. In the previous chapter, Floofy Sarah had helped Floofy with his thinking, helped to clear up his thinking, because he was against the elders, saw them as nothing more than mulers, and Sarah helped him see that they're really not the enemy. This is an act of trust, George said. This is being insulting consideration is made of uncommonly strong evidence. Exactly as I said before. I'd like to solidify you saying something quite private and important. I was wondering if Snooty would ever become a romance option, not to actually want to date the cat. Of course, that would be just not right. But yeah, we've been waiting for ages, Major. Well, I think we have. How have I told you before? Almost there. It needs to be as close to the danger as possible to see what few cats and few humans come this far. This ensures my deposits are safe. Deposits? This is an act of trust, you understand. I believe that our recent disagreement results in reconciliation has been a bond of camaraderie stronger than ever. I would like to solidify your reunion with the Sarah of something quite private and important to me. Slightly awkward. Yes. Well, what's that past is past, water under the bridge and all that. I'm delighted, though, to know that you've viewed and modified some of your strong opinions, Major. Update your map, so to speak. Yeah, I guess that's some sort of British thing, because it's written by British, update your map. Indeed, though for the record I still know that he's about new elders, but I feared that finding a way to speak with them might provide more insight than I'd assumed. The final thing, still, they haven't done yet. Well, we've really on the same place now, Major. Come to a halt. I can smell the pun instead of the other cats. I've not been this close to them since the first night. It makes me feel uncomfortable. But I'm surprisingly reassured to be with Floofy. This is it. I'm not completely silent now, so keep the unattractive sound to me. Excuse me. I'm but breathless. I can't help it. What I'm about to say is taking a long time and a lot of effort on my part. And I want to get rid of its whereabouts, or even its existence. That's okay, Major. I get it. The Spanish precision and pinky bounces will not hold words to anyone about whatever I see today. Floofy seems satisfied and makes an effort to straighten himself out before mounting towards a large tree. Listening towards a large tree. This, my dear, is my treasure. Oh, my goodness. What, handsome chief has been made you very tall and very proud looking. Congratulations. Nothing wrong with cheese. Oh, for goodness sake, come over here. If you put features arms shields inside, which has a large hollow that looks like it leads to a tunnel. Yeah, it reminds me of Scarlet Hollow, a game I'm also playing, a game I haven't completely finished yet because I finished chapter 5, but it hasn't completely been developed yet apparently. There's still one last thing to do, it seems, which I'm hoping it will happen soon because, in fact, they have said about in Discord a thing that apparently it's going to be done soon. And I'll put the link to Scarlet Hollow in the description, as well as the link to the Wounded Warrior project, which is supported on Home Bundle, as did this purchase of this game. I bet if you can have them. The was probably recycling. Let's shut it down. Nice. Okay, this would be capitalized the Golfing God. Golf being military for next. This G. Good God, man, are you thinking of escaping out of here? What on earth are you twittering about? Use your eyes more and your mouth less by dear. I noticed then that the hidden access to talk to is the outline job that should come over smoothly. What is it, Major? Don't be shy, sir. Get in there, have a proper look. I have no choice but to go into the cavity for closer inspection. All my figures over the item deduce that it's made out of old splitting wood on cold metal elements on either side. I used them to drag it out of the shade in half lit. I somewhat surprised to even with pleasant treasure chest. I was expecting nothing less from the Major. If you like transition to those mistakes, seems to be progressing successfully slowly. Sounds still very vulnerable. Floofy is looking at me expectantly. Well, open it, my dear. You needn't worry about the lock. It's quite broken. It does instructed. Oh my giddy aunt, Major, how on earth? The chest is full to the brim with all sorts of shiny things. Jewelry, gems, coins, trinkets, ornaments, baubles, and all manner of curiosities. Allow me to regale you with my vast adventures in conquest. Settle down in the elevator's voice to watch over me as I close and moments of frippery from the chest. And I looked up the word frippery because I hadn't seen it before. Frippery is a term that was originally, I'm trying to remember what exactly it was. It was, show your own character or another set of ornament and architecture, gesture, language, or tawdry or frivolous thing. Nothing more about the dream? Oh well. Interesting. Ah, that coin you're holding. That's a very interesting story to test that. Do you know how old this is, sir? I do believe the data should still be legible. I remember the night I found it. I'd gone for a walk on the beach. It was blustery and dark. I feel for the first time. Oh gosh, I am. Mark has set me upon my head. And I fought with the elements. I look ahead and there's the sky much darker while I'm laying down, but I don't remember doing so. Valiant and victorious with thunderous applause. The thunder and flashing behind my eyes. Now closed eyes towards the storm. There's no rain. That's odd. No wet. It's just warm and dry and hard to breathe. and I bellowed defiantly, "You cannot have them!" But the mules were already encircling. I really shake it up now. Oh, it seems my eyes won't open. That's a pity. I bit into the still beating heart, and there I said about how that reminded me of Edgar Allan Poe, who I sometimes I speak his name because he served in the military. His masterful, The Telltale Heart, because it there's that story ends in a similar way, not without any kind of bite or anything, but he says about that, he says, "This is the beating of his hideous heart!" And I'll put the link to that in the description of my reading of that story, because I've read that aloud before. Yeah, so I apologize again for the way this is. Didn't pick up right properly before. I do believe I'm paralyzed. That's a shame. I try to move my fingers. Nope, they're not listening to me. And this, I just couldn't believe how trippy it looked. Wake up, we have to get you out of here this instant. Up you get, come on. It reminds me in some ways of Toe Jam Nero and Panic on Funkotron. That was an awesome game in the early 90s. As I come to, the world looks dark and distorted. I must be walking because trees are passing my live vision. My hands hurt. I look down at them and they're pressed firmly into the earth, one moving in front of the other. Must be crawling? I don't know how much time has passed, but I wake up in the sand. I inspect my blistering hands. Floofy is sitting next to me, facing the sea. Did I dream all that? Oh, you're awake. No, I'm afraid you weren't dreaming. What happened? It's my fault. I took you too close to the danger zone. In your current state, you couldn't handle it. My current state? Your feline transition is still at early stages. Seems to be progressing particularly slowly in you. So I'm still very vulnerable to the effects of the outer territory? What? I was foolish. I didn't think. I was too interested in myself, my stories, my treasure. Protect you properly. Please forgive me. And here I was a bit confused as to what to do because I wasn't sure if it might be a fake out, but it seemed as if I made the right decision. Oh, it's okay, Major. Don't upset yourself. I had fun until the whole blackout thing. Luffy looks genuinely pleased. Really? I've been told I'm a rather good raconteur. And that I had also looked up. That means a person who tells anecdotes in a skillful and amusing way. It traces back to the Latin verb computere, means to count, to do so many words. Which surprised me because I thought maybe from French with that kind of spelling. I'm guessing it's probably French evolved out of that with that particular word anyway. One of the best. How much did you hear? I'm sorry? How many of my ideas did you hear before you succumbed? I'd be happy to repeat anything you missed. Oh, no, really, Major. I'm fairly certain I heard them all. Well, if you're quite sure. I am. Besides, I think I have a migraine coming on. Well, in that case, you must allow me to nurse you until you are fully recovered. Okay, Major, it's a deal. Major? Yes? Why do I have earrings in my hair? I had to pelt you with jewelry until you get you to wake up. Ah, of course. If you don't mind, Major, I think I need to get back to sleep. I bed down in a warm sand curl into a ball. I'll be here when you wake up. Drift off and dream that I'm a cat. Okay. Let's see here. Ah, what's this? Local miracle. It's time to get some serious testing in the lab. It's time for some serious testing in the lab. I've got some coffee here, thank you. Fair enough, a little bit. My stomach is queasy. I really don't want to do this. It's strange. I'm used to treating objects with medication and injections. Something about this doesn't feel right. Indeed, medication and injections, that ain't right at all. Hello, you. Smile at the gentle cat on the table in front of me. Look at the syringe in my hand. Turn to the professor. What are we testing for these meds again? He looks up from his desk. Is there a problem, sir? Well, I told you, it's supposed to stimulate hair growth. Why do we need to stimulate hair growth? Why indeed? However, that's not the question, sir. Most of you and I perform tests set by the people of hair wizards. So this is left, eh? Professor turned to his work. I didn't understand the conversation that was over. I looked back at the little cat. His name was Smokey. He's a black boy cat with very short, flat hair. Real sweetie. Let me see. I suppose the pressure is right. This is my job, and although I feel terrible, I found a way to ignore the pain of guilt and inject Smokey with medication. How long does it usually take? The professor looks up against the chair. I don't know, sir, but you're being paid for that, aren't you, my dear? Oh, yes, of course. Make a note of the time and reserve the cash. After 5 minutes, there's no noticeable change. 7 minutes, still no change. After half an hour, I think his hair looks a little different. But I suspect Bowser played fish on me. 1 hour and it was all of a sudden like it. His visibly longer as he's continued to go. I must say I'm very impressed and a little confused. I decided to take a tea break. Smokey seems to content to a nap for a while. Can I get you a cup of tea, Professor? Oh no. I don't know I can tolerate the foul stuff they brew in the mess tent. I've done some coffee, just thank you. Fair enough, I'll be back in a bit. So I've been gone for 10 minutes at the most bar. I went to my little tea. I actually noticed the John J. place to go straight. I find it hard to stay for there. Okay. Oh my goodness, Professor, did you see this? This would be most interesting. Oh, a reporter on this. Oh dear, well don't just say this, sir. Get him out. Interesting, that's nice. Up at the front of the cage, a clapped large handful of Smokey's drifted into. His foot tumbles over my arm as I cradle the little cat. Let's show you to a new spot further away from the other territory. Well, I never. Very interesting, isn't it, sir? I think it's still growing, Professor. I do believe you're right. Perhaps you should consider the Cliffords. There's false sense of electric peppers. I immediately began using one of the explainers Smokey. Continue to sleep for the next 15 minutes until your father seems to be running out fur. My, that's a lot of hair. Both sense there at the file for effort. Just keep it small now for a testing and put the rest of it back. All can dispose of it later. What? Mrs. Marigold. Excellent work today, sir. Most interesting findings. Thank you, sir. Although the results have nothing to do with me, I'm such a guilty by Smokey's ordeal.
Here we go. It's a British thing.
I placed him back in the cage. I took 3 stars of travel. My mom satisfied as okay. I'll take my leave.
Or a cake. Show a treat. I see.
Now this would be interesting. What happens here?
I see.
Alright, yeah, wasn't over yet at that point.
He put himself. Wow! Guess we're jamming what's that for fish? Do fish with my friend. Okay. No idea what that was over there. I think I see how it's going. Anything else there?
Let me see. Is that everything I needed? I referred to my mom's recipe.
Very good quality.
That is the original granola recipe. Fermented by mom. Large rolled little 4 mugs. Pumpkin seeds, half a mug. Sesame seeds, half a mug. Flower seeds, half a mug. Walnuts, roughly chopped, a handful. Leeked almonds, half a mug. Pecans, roughly chopped, handful. Dried apricots, roughly chopped, handful. Dried cherries and cranberries, half a mug. Banana chips, half a mug. Sunflower oil, 2 tablespoons. Cinnamon, 1 teaspoon. Salt, 1 pinch. Honey, 4 tablespoons. And coconut shavings to garnish. Oh wait, did I forget to order the coconut? One of John's pie box to run this morning until my hands finally got into search for. Phew, coconut shavings are a necessity. Wait, even a hybrid, I'm gonna buy it. So, with abundance of fresh coconuts, still getting used to island life. Why Celsius though? We Americans use Fahrenheit, which I guess it makes sense because this is like a scientific thing, and they do. From what I understand, Celsius is more precise, but still. Set the oven to 150 Celsius needed to heat up by much after all those. And produce with the quantities so that hopefully it will last all summer. Seems fast compared to how much I make at home. What is this if I ran out?
What's this gonna do? Oh, wait, let me just see, because I'm pretty sure that. Huh? This here. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so this, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Homemade granola is absolutely essential.
Okay, recon 2, huh? And 13.
Mix the dry ingredients, oats, nuts, seasoned spices together in a large bowl. And then I add wet honey and safflower oats to form golden moist consistency. I've actually it's full consistency. I've actually added a splash more than suggested. The mixture is feeling a bit drier than usual. Next, I spread it on evenly on a baking sheet lined with parchment. Partly to save washing up, and whack it in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes, checking often, because the seeds tend to burn quicker than I expect. Smell always drives me crazy. Toasty, warm, homey. I miss you, Mom. Once done, I add the fruit as it dries and cools, and put it in several large glass storage jars. Be sure to have fistfuls in my mouth if I do. Indeed, one should always check to make sure the taste test everything works out. I rushed out to the far side of Floofy's insistence that made him at the location of his treasure chest. After the incident, we called on McMurphy and Kibble's tap was dragged to a new spot further away from the elder territory. Major, are you okay? I was in the middle of praying once I received your urgent summons. Quite. I was pawing through my collection just now and couldn't help but reflect upon some of our adventures. Oh, so you dragged me away from the kitchen to reminisce? Indeed, I've grown rather fond of our expeditions together. I do seem to find some more unique articles every time. You treat me well, Major. Any events found me in treasure hunting is feel decided to look to you? Yes, no, you have a natural ability, rather impressive. You flatter me, Major. Not at all. I'm a fair cat, and that's why I believe that good work deserves just reward. Reward? Indeed, so I felt it would only be right to that you keep an eye on my inventory, so I may start a collection of your own. That's so kind of you, Major. I'm touched. Yes, well, let's have a look, shall we? You may choose whatever you like, my dear. Absolutely everything. I peer into Floofy's treasure chest. All the items and bits of precious bells sparkle and glint in the sunlight. I suddenly lift some of the more bijou trinkets out of the way and dig deep for the good stuff. A bijou, I had found out, means it's especially with smaller, elegant, and in archaic terms, as a jewel trinket. It's a British thing, but it stems from French, meaning finger ring from a bee's finger. That's why it's taken a bit of time to do this here, because I had to look that up. Wow! I guess put a red gem on the side of my fist. Wonder if it's ruby before I can begin to examine it. Floofy has swept away from me. I had no idea what I was doing there. I think I see how this is going to go. Anything else, sir? Whatever you like. How about this? Untangled string of pearl, creamy and iridescent, clear, vague quality, even to my untrained eye. Floofy looks uncomfortable. Yes, they are rather special, aren't they? I do have a particular fondness for them. I'm off the because my eye catches something dull and cheap looking. Major, what on earth is this? Filthy bottle sticks out like a sore thumb against the stony baubles. Floofy usually likes to collect. Oh, that! Heavens, I forgot all about that. If you shake it, you'll hear something rattling there. I do believe it contains a note or script of some kind. He's selling it to me. It's silly, really. I did get it into my head to find a way to open that bottle. The cork is resin tight. I choose this to start my collection, Maisie. Yeah, and then I ended it there to keep things from getting too long. So if you didn't want to know, ladies and gentlemen, please consider subscribing. I'll sit back. Very well.